In this video, I'm going to show you how one call centre will be involved typically in multiple scams. We're going to look over the scammer's shoulder as he runs those scams.
Critical alert from Microsoft.
As a good example, we're going to pick on Maniere Software Technology Pvt of Kolkata in India. As with most Kolkata scammers, they're located near the Salt Lake and their address is on screen at the moment. I don't have any pictures of the outside of the call centre apart from these two which appeared on Google Street View. I can, however, see the various computers within Maniere's call centre. This is the fake virus pop-up that I spotted and I gave the number a call.
Thank you for calling the support center. How may I help you?
Yes, I seem to have a problem on my laptop because there's like an error screen which I can't get rid of. And it says to call this number, something about a Windows warning alert. I'll not bore you with the usual scam, but suffice to say they wanted me to make payment for something that I didn't need on the website called Cognitive Media Solutions. This is either a completely fake company name or they've chosen to get a relationship with Cognitive to process their scam payments. At the time that I've released this video in October 2019, the Cognitive Media Solutions website is still up and running, but I suspect it'll not be there by the time you look at this video. The company claims to be based in Chicago, but of course we know this is Maniere in Kolkata in India. The website claims that the company does all sorts of legitimate work including web development and marketing, but it really is just a front for their scamming operation. So apart from pop-up scams, what other sort of scams do that call centre run? Well, here's an advert which shows clearly that they want both inbound and outbound calls. They will make direct calls to people in the US, Australia and the UK. But they were also looking for people for something they call online education. So I was able to listen in on some of their computers to find out what this one was about.
Hello, may I speak to Zarika?
You're looking at a screen of a scammer who calls herself Jennifer. It's as if we're peering over her shoulder at the software she's running on her PC. On screen you can see some details of the victim that has just picked up the phone to a robocall.
This is Jennifer and I'm calling from US Government Financial Aid Services. How are you doing today?
There is such a thing as a federal grant for students, but of course this person is not a representative of the US government.
The reason I'm calling you today because you have been qualified by financial aid to receive some free government grants money provided by financial aid side. Let me tell you, it's free money from financial aid which you can utilize for any personal purpose you like, and the best thing is that in future you never have to pay it back. To receive the grants you don't have to pay any single dollar and don't have to disclose none of your bank informations like credit card, debit card, or social security number, nothing like that, okay?
Free money you don't have to pay back. Sounds almost too good to be true.
Today you are selected because you always pay your tax on time. You're a good US citizen and moreover last 2 years you haven't received any financial help from financial aid side. So that's the reason government had made a survey. On that survey only few people got qualified for the grants and you are one of them. So today is the final qualification and after this qualification you will get your money in a form of check. A UPS guy will come and give it to you. Okay?
And the qualification questions aren't very difficult.
Are you currently enrolled in any school or any college right now?
She records the answers on the VC Dial comment section. This is the software that she used to do the mass dialing.
Okay, no problem. What's the highest level of education you have?
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am,
High school. In which year got your high school diploma, ma'am? 2006. What's your age right now? 30. Okay. Do you have any computer with internet access in your home, ma'am?
don't give them any commitment.
Okay, no problem. Just hold on the line. I'm transferring this call to my senior supervisor. Just hold on a moment.
As with most scams, there's a call transfer somewhere in the middle. It just looks better if there seems to be more than one person involved and it looks less like a scam.
Hello?
No. Tell them I'm
Hello?
looking for my
Hi, as I'm speaking
You
with
will
Miss
get
Jessica.
both side money, online schools money as well as
Hi Jessica, my name is Peter and I'm calling you from the US Government's Grants Department, and I'm the Senior Supervisor over here. How are you doing today?
We'll skip through fake name Peter's script because he only reiterates what his colleague has just said, and we'll get to the nitty-gritty of how the scam works. Peter explains it.
So now I'm going to tell you that how you will receive this grant, so listen carefully. So Jessica, actually it's not possible by our government to call each and every single person to give this grant. So there should be a medium. So this time the medium is education department. That's why all the qualifying questions are based on education. But that doesn't mean that you have to enroll anywhere or sign up anywhere. The questions are just based on education. Alright? And Jessica, you also don't need to worry because I'm sitting over here to help you out. Because Jessica, if you receive this grants money, then government also give me some commission on that. That's why I just try to help you out. Hope you don't mind. Alright?
So this scam is really only about the call centre getting some commission for passing on some details, and of course, the person on the end of the phone isn't going to get any money whatsoever. The call will be handed over to a legitimate organisation who will try to recruit people for education. Maniere will make some money for every call that they manage to transfer correctly, and he coaches the victim into which way to answer the questions to maximise Maniere's profits.
Jessica, don't need to worry. Now you have all the qualifying questions with your answers. Jessica, don't need to worry. You will be easily qualified. So Jessica, before transferring this question to my advisor, I have to tell you one more thing. That Jessica, just be careful because my advisors are very smart and very intelligent like you. They are just trying to disqualify you because if you are qualified, then they simply lose the money from their side. That's why they just try to disqualify you. Okay? That's why they are asking you some tricky questions, like they will ask you like, did anybody in this call offered you any kind of grant or any kind of free money? If they ask you this question, then what should be a smart answer? Yes or no?
So they begin to coach the victim into what sort of answers to give to the questioner, just so that Maniere can guarantee their income.
Great, just simply tell them no. And if they ask you, did anybody coach you or trained you that how you will talk with them or answer their question, then what should be a smart answer? Great. And Jessica, remember, they are very clever. They can ask you the grand question very tricky way. Remember, they can ask you like, we are aware of some call centers are using dishonest and unethical practices, but I can assure you that you will never receive anything such a gift card, access to a job, financial aid, or grant money. So anybody offers you any kind of grant, any kind of free money, then what should be a smart answer?
With the coaching complete, all that's left now is to transfer over the call. However, they want somebody in the same call centre to make sure that she answers the questions properly.
Because when they hang up, then I will back in the line, then I'm gonna tell you that how your money will be dispatched, okay?
So he now hands the call over to one of his colleagues in the same call centre to make sure she's going to answer the questions just right.
Okay, so here we go. Best of luck. I'm just continuing. Just talking on education, I'll let them hang up first. Here we go.
And fake name Peter now hands over his headset to the guy sitting next to him.
Hello?
This second scammer now enters all of Jerica's personal details into the website called maniere.co.in, the company's website. The webpage was still live at the time this video was released, but again I don't think it'll last very long. The source code shows that it's clickspark.com, a company in the US who receives all this personal data, and if a degree is selected, it's onlinecollegefinders.com who receive it. So by making mass robocalls, lying about a grant, coaching the victim to make certain statements, Maniere will end up getting a commission for any data that they send to these companies under false pretenses. I tried to get in touch with Brian Einhaus, who's the CEO of ClickSpark, just to get his view on what's happening here. They seem to be very proud of having their Better Business Bureau accreditation and the Contact Centre compliance mark. I wonder, is he aware of all that's going on here? But of course they're involved in multiple scams, and to give you an idea about just how many of these types of scams, let's have a look at the VC Dial administration page. What you're looking at here are the various lists which they push into their automated dialing software. Each list has an average of about 5,000 phone numbers, and there are more than 50 listed here. Some of the lists have quite meaningful names, including country codes like UK, Germany, Switzerland, and also regions within Australia, including Victoria, New South Wales and other regions. There's a campaign ID to the right hand side which describes some of what they do. The Education USA one is at the top, but there are also ones aimed at Europeans and Australians. The VCDAS software also stores the audio of all of their outbound calls, so I downloaded exactly what the robocalls sound like, and here's a few of them.
This is important call from Telstra to inform you that from tomorrow we are terminating your internet services for the upcoming 15 days due to fraudulent activity from your connection. So, if you want to resolve the issue, please press 1, else hang up the call.
But not only do they pretend to be internet service providers, they also run the refund scam. Here's the audio.
Hi, this is a call about the refund money that you have paid to our company for your computer services and protection. Now we are refunding it back as we will no longer be able to provide you any more services to your computer. So please press 1 to connect to our refund executive.
And to show the level of senior management involvement in some of these scams, this is what one of the scammers' desktop looks like just after they've scammed me. On the left, they use Skype as a group chat. Most of the names are fake, apart from the top two, Jennifer Ipkiss and Sandip Saha of Maniere. Sandip is one of the two managing directors of Maniere Software Technologies. When you look up the company registration number for Maniere Software, it does indeed confirm their address in Salt Lake City and Kolkata, and the two directors, Sandip Saha and below Akash Jeswal. The company's LinkedIn pages describe what you see on their website. It looks from here like it's a legitimate company, but you can also see some connections to about 11 employees, one of which is Akash. This is what he looks like. And the other managing director, Sandip Saha, has a Facebook page, although I suspect this won't last too long either. As his Facebook background, he's got an interesting photograph of what is described as a memorable day in the Maniere family. This, I believe, is the whole call centre staff. I was going to leave you with some of the fake checks that they left lying around their PCs as part of the refund scam. I also thought about showing you the script that they'd managed to translate from English into Spanish so that they could scam Spanish customers. But I really think that the last word should be left to a scammer who really fancied himself as a singer, so he's going to sing us out with this little number.
Sasu more mare rama बांस के चियोकिया सासु मोरे मारे रामा बांस के चियोकिया की नदिया मोरे शीशी.
And I'll leave you with a few more trophies from that call centre. Let's just hope that the authorities can eventually take action against them, but in the meantime, I'm hoping this video alone will be enough to shut down their operations at least for a little while. You can support me on Patreon if you like these videos, and I'm also on Twitter, JimBrowning11, and once again, thanks for watching.